Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing with some SCT sampler stuff and some stash from Photo Play. I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo where my husband was rear-ended and the guy ran off like the coward he was. So let's see what I can do. Guys, I am going to go with one of my go-to page designs, and that is a diagonal page. Now, these two papers that are from Photo Play are the same exact paper. One has the stripey side and one has the gear side. So I just use my scissors and follow the lines on the stripey bits. I mean, it's there, so we might as well use it. Now, I have a little bit of trouble lining the corners of my paper up. And I didn't realize it, but I didn't exactly cut the branding strip off completely. And I had a little bit of extra paper there. So it was really throwing me off. And like I said, I didn't even realize it until later. But you know what? I eventually figured it out and then trimmed that tiny little piece of branding strip off. So success story there, right? So now I'm going to pull out the 6x6 papers, and of course I'm going to trim down my photo to 5.5 because that is what I like to do so that I can use up 6x6 papers. Now, confession time here, guys. Like, I was super excited. I'm looking at my papers. I'm like, man, you know, I'm using up 6x6 papers. I'm using up a lot of them. I don't have 6x6 paper pads on top of the storage piece I use anymore. It's all fitting inside. I'm looking at my 12x12 papers. I'm like, man, I'm going to be able to combine one of my storage pieces here. And then I look over and I've got like 3 inches of paper on my desk because I've halfway cleaned up my room. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? That's the point, right? Buy the things, use the things, buy more things. Now I am just going to slap those papers down like this and kind of in a messy little clustery layery bit. And if that's not your jam, then that's not your jam. You don't do it. I felt like I needed to bring something onto the layout, and I almost went with flowers because flowers are great, but in this case, I really didn't like them. So I do have this die cut kind of, like, it's not sticker book, like a flip book from Studio Light, and it really is aviation themed. It's actually the Just Lou Aviation Collection, and but I think that there's enough little gears and things in here that I can use them, and I don't have to use the airplanes and the flyy bits when I'm doing the car bits. Now, my husband is in the aviation industry, so I could use the flyy bits if I wanted to. I could definitely justify that, but I'm not going to. Sorry, I got distracted. So when I was cleaning up my room today, I went through the glitter glazes and I combined some jars and I got rid of, my word, I had 3 empty jars of glitter glazed still sitting in the top shelf of this cart that I store the glitter glaze. Why in the world did I keep the empty jars? There is no point. So it's looking all pretty and clean over there, so that's exciting. I went ahead and punched out some of the punchy out bits for this gear set, and now that awkward, my mind just went blank. That awkward bit of space where the 6x6 paper pads didn't exactly overlap is covered up. So I'm just going to keep flipping through this, and I'm going to keep pulling out the things that I think will go well. And these, it's all the gear and cog bits. Like that's what I'm doing. So I do make sure that I have that diagonal line of embellishment. I don't want to fight the diagonal paper, and I don't want to fight the diagonal page design. Like, I have those going on. That is what is going on this layout. So you might as well work with it instead of fighting it. So I go ahead and make sure that the little gears and cogs are following a diagonal line, which is pretty exciting, right? And then I was like, oh, I was going to bring out this vellum. And my original thought with the vellum was to soften up one of the papers and just kind of overlap it. But, you know, I forgot about it until I saw the vellum right here. So instead of like softening up the papers, I do a little bit of a torn edge, and I go ahead and place it down here at the bottom, and then I decide that I needed some at the top as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if you hear any funky noises, I am gluing down my letter stickers, which I have not put on the layout yet in the video. So I added these 1, 2, 3 stickers right here just because the colors coordinate with what I have added to the page. And then I am going to spell out hit and run. Now, originally I was going to try to use this teal polka dotted title for the entire thing, but then I realized I didn't have any R's, and every time I say R, I want to be like, R. Okay, somebody wanted to rev their engine. Don't know if you guys could hear that, but I said R and they revved their engine. So I go off and find some other letter stickers to place on the page, and ultimately get rid of that big polka dotted ampersand as well. And I just felt like if I wasn't going to have all of the words in my title have those polka dotted letters, I should probably change out the ampersand. So I do, and I find these little khaki colored Kaisercraft tiny letter stickers, and I'm going to go ahead and get those down. Now I am going to journal, and I write, imagine my surprise when Christopher called to inform me he was the victim of a hit and run. Some jerkwad in a white Jeep rear-ended him at a stoplight and then sped off like a coward. And I swear, if you do a hit and run, you are a coward, straight up. So yeah. Anyway, that's what happened there. So I am going to add a little bit of enamel dots to this layout because I felt like it needed just a little bit more of a different texture besides all the paper textures that I had going on. I also placed the date up here above the photo. And then once I get those enamel dots, that is going to do it for this layout. Now, you might be thinking, Sandy, you've been doing a lot of these quick and easy pages lately, and when are you going to get back to, I don't know, I call it like my regular scrapbooking. I honestly don't know, people. I honestly don't know. It is a rough life right now at work. It's the retail rush, so we might be doing quick and easy pages throughout the rest of the holiday shopping season. So there is that. If that drives you crazy, I'm sorry. I've got plenty of old videos that have lots more intricate layouts. But you know what? They're my pages. They make me happy, and I'm still scrapbooking every single day, which makes me deliriously happy. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you again real soon for another video.